See what my shirt says? It says "Raised by Wolves."
Wow.
Because I was raised with no manners.
See what my shirt says?
Your shirt says, "Shut the fuck up."
My shirt says, "Looking for new podcast." Oh shit!
Aw.
Let me assume the position, eh?
Hey.
Right. I'm not
Right,
peeking.
eh?
I was peeking a little bit last week, but that was my fault.
No, that's okay.
Is it? But I'm not peeking anymore. 1 to 5, 6,
You look
7, 8.
okay. How loud are you going to be? I might be peeking now.
Man, what's something I could say? You make me feel like a moonset.
No, I think you're okay. I'm going to turn mine down a little bit.
Oh,
You make me feel like a natural
Kids,
woman.
you guys know this is the R&B week.
Celebrating the Chinese Lunar New Year.
Yeah, gong hei fat choi to all those who celebrate, eh? Welcome back to the Bells and Whistles podcast.
I'll tell
Ryan
you.
Quigley from Bernie, as always.
Ryan Quigley from Bernie, as always. I'll tell you a little embarrassing. Hey, cheers. Another new year.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, what's up?
We made it. I wanted to tell you a little embarrassing story. I was, for all our new viewers, I teach chess. I'm a chess man.
Yeah, all the noobs out there.
All the noobs.
Keep up.
I went down to the school to teach some chess.
Yeah.
And I moseyed on in. I was in a rush because I was coming from a private class, and the guy at the front desk was like, "Oh, what are you here for?" And I'm like, "I'm here for chess. I'm here to teach chess." And he says, "No, you're not, because it's the Chinese New Year. They don't do chess on the New Year." I know.
Okay.
And I checked my schedule, and it was absolutely right. He was absolutely right.
So you just showed up.
I just showed up completely out of impulse, wasting an entire little subway trip.
What day was this?
This was 35 minutes ago.
This was today?
This was today, yeah.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah. It's a big waste of everybody's time.
I feel like that's the third time that you've told me a story like this where
know.
you didn't read your schedule.
Well, in my defense, they've been the scheduling people have not been putting this class on the schedule a couple of times.
Okay.
So I was
it's been something of an underground class.
So I was like, all right, well, maybe I'll do this one. Maybe I'm supposed to be this one. And it turns out I'm not.
Now, let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Would they ever, this is in person. What's it
Yeah.
called? Three's Company? What's it?
Chess at 3.
Chess at 3,
Yeah.
whatever.
Three's Company.
This is just in person in New York City.
They do online classes.
They do
too.
online class?
Oh,
but you don't do that. You're not that
No.
level yet.
No. I haven't risen in the ranks yet.
That's too bad.
Yeah.
But someday?
Someday it would be nice. I don't know.
What
They
would you
probably
say?
don't do. They probably.
But like they probably get what? Something like
They probably- what I'm gonna
something like 1,000 subscribers.
It would definitely help us get there.
Yeah.
No, I think they probably don't do too much of that anymore because of the pandemic. I guess.
The pandemic's over.
I guess it's all done, huh?
Of course, he says that.
We did it, gang. We beat them.
I feel like everybody's getting COVID now, though.
I know. Actually, I saw a tweet
Yeah.
that was like 80% of us will have long COVID.
Really?
Yeah, I saw that. It scared the bejesus out of me.
You know,
this is my.
You got to figure what's better, that or getting hit by an asteroid, getting taken out.
I'll tell you,
the hard way.
one gives you a real fun story.
Exactly. One gives you an ice age.
My only other funny story that I wanted to start with.
Yeah.
I think this appeals because you're a reptile man.
I'm a reptile guy.
People don't know this. Ryan is a reptile guy.
I'm a reptile guy. I'm in that community.
Uh-huh.
I'm in two communities. PokeTube and reptile people.
And LGBTQ.
What's the difference?
No, I went to my family has a tortoise. His name is Booby Bellhop.
Booby
It's named after
Bellhop.
the channel.
We named the channel after him.
Yeah, after him. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
We taught.
But you also don't know if it's a boy, if a male or female.
We're not. No, I guess we're not really sure. But
haven't
everybody
probed
keeps
him.
calling him Booby Bellhop,
which is a very masculine name.
But we took him to the vet for his checkup, see if we needed to file his beak down a little bit.
I told you need to file that beak.
I know. Well,
I
they
told
said,
you.
they
When
said,
I saw him at New Year's, I said you got to file that beak.
They said give him a little bit more time. It's not that bad yet.
You put in a cuddle bone?
We put in a cuddle bone. All right.
I'm a reptile
Yeah,
guy.
You're a reptile guy. I was like, what the fuck is a cuddle bone?
It's a cuddle bone.
Besides what I got in my pants.
I got a cuddle bone for you, toots.
No, but the vet
Yeah.
picked him up and put him on the scale, and he said, 100 grams more than last year. And I was like, oh, we're doing well. And he says, no, this is just on the verge of obesity.
You're overfeeding him.
We didn't know. And we were like, how can we tell that he's almost going to be obese?
Yeah.
And the doctor said, look when he puts his head into the shell. You see the outsides of his arms are spilling out of the shell.
He's a little tubby guy.
It was so sad. I was like, oh gosh, what are we going to do?
So what, you put him on a treadmill? What do you do?
We made him race against a rabbit. Against a hare. No, we I guess we're just gonna not feed him as much as we've been feeding him. I guess we feed him every day, and they said him eating every day is the equivalent of us eating every hour. Which I don't know if this vet is worth his salt.
I don't know, man.
Yeah,
a lot of tortoises eat every day. A lot of tortoises get fed every day.
that's what I thought too.
I don't know. Let's have him on the podcast.
Yeah, let's bring him on.
Let's have him on the podcast. That's too bad about Booby Bellhop, but
he's working his way up. He's got New Year's resolutions just like the rest of us.
Being overweight in Chinese culture is a sign of prosperity. Right? It would tie everything together. It's a sign of wealth.
Yeah, no. What? You're eating all those coins you have.
Again,
that is true. No, that absolutely is true.
Yeah. Anyways, should we get
everybody in the Chinese culture scene out there? Let us know if that's true.
Yeah, it is true. Should we get into our gimmick today? Should we cut the shit maybe?
Yeah,
we don't have any news that we need to discuss.
Is there any news?
No, we covered everything, didn't we?
I'm trying to think. The Justin, I saw a comment on TikTok.
Yeah.
Said that the Justin Roiland stuff we talked about last week was fake.
Oh, it's all fake.
It's all fake.
Oh, sorry.
I mean,
Justin.
I guess he really did beat his wife. I think that's
it's still domestic violence.
Yeah,
he still got that for sure.
But I think the texts that we were quoting were fake, which I think I prefaced too. I said this is probably going to be.
Yeah, I think I left
this
that
might
in
be
the clip.
fake. Yeah, okay, that's good. All right, that's all.
Justin, so you're welcome on the podcast.
Yeah.
We're just trying to get views, people.
When was the last time you watched Rick and Morty?
Oh God, years ago.
Yeah.
I at college maybe something like that.
I don't think I can't remember if I've seen. I definitely haven't seen this last season. I can't remember if I saw.
I certainly haven't.
The 5th season or if it was the 4th season. I'm not sure.
I think the last thing I saw was Mr. Poopy Butthole. That fucking end scene. I don't even remember.
Oh, like when he learns to walk again.
Yeah. I think that was the last thing I saw. But que sera.
Que sera. I hope they're all right. I hope they're all okay, except Justin.
Yeah, no,
he can come on this podcast.
You know who the real winner is Daryl Hammond.
I know, we can't believe we
I get those guys confused all the time.
It's true. I totally do.
So what do we got going this week?
So today, dear viewer, we are taking some suggestions that you guys said. We've had multiple comments suggesting that we make each other teams.
Yes.
We kind of plan stuff out. Now, I know a lot of you guys are hoping for something a little competitive. But let your hopes be dashed.
How about this? 1,000 subscribers will battle with these teams.
We'll battle with, and you're going to want to see this.
Yeah, I know. This
is going to be pretty fun.
So what did we do? We came up with teams for each other.
Yes. That are themed around each other. Yes.
The goal is to not make the most competitive team ever.
No.
But it's about
It's about bonding. You get to know us a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. It's just like how the three brothers with green, red, and blue hair, they all had different colored monkeys. That's what we're going for.
We call them the 3 wise men.
So you want to go first or second? What do you want to do?
Yeah, let's do. Because I figure we should go through the entire team first.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Yeah, so we'll go. I don't know. What do you? I'll go first if you want.
All right. When you say you go first, you want the team you built for me.
Yeah, I'll build the,
all right,
the team
fine,
that
let's
I built
go.
for you. We should
All
record
right.
this though too. Right?
I don't know if we should record or just do. Yeah, record it. Fine.
All right, why not? So my first
no
team.
fucking ZD now. Sopranos.
So my team is composed of there are 6 different Pokemon, and they're all kind of based off of different sides of you.
Different sides
Different
of
things.
me. Okay,
different
that's
things
what
that
you went
yeah,
with. Okay.
Different. That's what I went with. Different things
Okay.
that I associate with you with.
Wow.
So
I'm horrified.
no,
Okay.
here's the thing. So we start off with the classic, Ryan's favorite Pokemon ever.
Okay.
Well, you have multiple favorite Pokemon.
Yes.
But the one that we've talked about on the channel is Magnezone.
Love Magnezone.
So you have a Magnezone.
Okay.
Its ability is analytic.
I do.
Because this represents the side of you that's an editor.
I was hoping for a better compliment than that.
No, there's a lot of good ones later on down the line here. But Magnezone, this is you editing and running the channel.
Okay.
So the first move you have is body press.
Because I'm so fat. Because I'm defensive.
No.
Because
you put everything you've got.
I do. I give it my all.
You bring your all. You put your body press. The second move is Eerie Impulse.
Oh, do tell.
A classic move, an electric move that allows you to drop the special defense of the opponent by 2 stages.
Of course.
I put this on here because whenever I have an idea, it gives you an eerie impulse.
It really scares me. I really know you've nailed that. Just before you were telling me something about some sort of TikTok feature, and I was like, oh dear, what's this now? How much time is this going to add? Yes.
So I put that over there.
Yes.
The third move you have is Discharge. It's not for the reason you think.
I was going to say no explanation required.
Because it's your impulse to fire me every time.
Discharge,
every
yes.
time we're working on a video.
Yes. Okay.
And the last one is Steel Beam, because you are the rock. You're the fundamental bars that hold up this the steel beams of it all.
Oh,
it's also
that's
based,
a homonym.
A homonym. It's also based on your views on 9/11.
Okay. Yes, and I feel like I've just lost half of my health.
Regarding jet fuel.
Yes, there you go.
And your item, wise glasses. Because you've got a lot of good ideas.
What do they do again?
They bump up your special attack.
Okay, so that works.
So it's actually not a bad set.
Okay.
My second one is Cyclizar.
Oh, I hate that fuck.
Yeah, I know you don't like that.
Yeah,
there's
okay.
going to be a couple
But
on
I
here
worry,
that you probably don't like.
No, that's fine, but I think I look like him a little bit. It's my fear, is that I look like Cyclizar. He always looks angry when he's trouncing around.
I know he runs at you.
Yeah,
real quick.
You're like, take a deep breath, buddy.
No, that's why I picked him.
I
for
understand.
You.
Yes, I'm with you.
Cyclizar is based off of your driving ability.
Okay.
This is based off of Ryan's road rage. So this is the first one.
That's fair.
And
I have road rage.
This isn't an entire thing about you, but I did think it would be a funny thing for me to put.
Okay, yeah.
So the first thing is shift gear. This is the move that he has.
Yes, I understand.
It allows you to you're pivoting around traffic.
Yes.
Then facade,
Okay.
because you put on the facade of everything being okay.
It's true. I do. Yeah.
Third, you receive taunt. Somebody taunts you, which prompts you into the fourth one, outrage.
I like it so far.
But I'll tell you what,
it sounds correct.
your ability is Regenerator, because at the end of the day, it's all back to hunky dory.
It's true.
And your
short memory.
Yeah, sure. And your item is Utility Umbrella.
What the fuck does that do? You just thought that was funny.
I saw because I think you'd have an umbrella in your car.
I don't know if I do.
I don't know what Utility Umbrella does exactly. I think it look it up. It might block weather effects, but not the weather itself.
Are you sure?
I'm not sure. What else would an umbrella do?
Utility Umbrella.
Somebody in the comments section is already typing out what it does.
Yeah, yeah, we ought to leave it up to them, shouldn't we?
Let us know.
Utility umbrella, rain and harsh sunlight.
Okay, all right. So it blocks all that.
Yes.
The third one, Clawitzer.
Okay.
Clawitzer. And it's based off of your allergy to shrimp.
Yeah, all right.
You get Crab Hammer, just because I needed a crab type move.
Okay.
And then you eat the crab, and you have a scary face, which is the next move.
Which when I break out into a rash.
You get scared, and you get a rash on your face. The third one is Heal Pulse, which someone must do to recover.
Okay. All right. Fair recover.
Enough. And then the last move is Rest, because you have to rest up.
Okay.
You got to do okay. The ability is Mega Launcher. That's the only ability that Clawitzer has.
And there's no sure.
And the item is Protective Pads, because you want to hold these things with protective pads. You don't want to get them on your skin. I promise that the next three are fun. Okay,
are nice. That's a good one. That's a good one.
I hope this isn't hurting your feelings.
No. This is all very good. It's because you are 30% more thoughtful and whimsical in your selections than I will be, but I think you'll have more fun with mine.
I think I probably will.
Yes.
All right. The fourth one is Pessimian.
Oh, because I like sports.
That, and I think this is the one that works with you being a basketball player and your bulk up routine.
Okay.
Your first move is bulk up.
Okay, because I go to the gym and
you go to the gym.
Okay,
and then 2 is baton pass, because you not only do you pass the ball sometimes when you play basketball, but also you pass on invaluable knowledge. Okay. Ironhead is because you're stubborn when you know you're right, and I think that's important.
That is true.
I think that's an important quality. And Shadow Ball, because I needed a basketball. I needed another basketball thing.
Okay. All right. Sure.
Your ability is Defiant, because when you're wrong, you're defiant.
It's true.
And the item, this is my favorite item, was Power Herb, based off of the omega 3s that you have.
All of my supplements and such. My supplements. Yes. No. It's true.
All right. The last two, I'm not particularly proud of, but I do think they're okay.
Yes.
Stonejourner.
I almost gave you a Stonejourner.
Stonejourner. We're probably both thinking of Stonejourner because we were doing the D&D thing, and the word Sojourner came up.
It's true.
I don't know what that was, but Stonejourner. The ability is Power Spot, because you uplift the people that work with you, just like what Power Spot does, supposedly.
Oh, sure.
Your moves are Endure.
Yeah, I'm good at that one.
Yeah.
I'm good at that one.
Curse.
Yeah.
And then Rock Slide, which is all the things that are being thrown at you when we work on this channel.
That's true. That is
true. And Heavy Slam, I don't have a reason for that. But Stonejourner doesn't have very good
just
coverage.
For coverage.
Yeah, just for coverage. And the item, Blunder Policy.
I tried to find a way to get you Blunder Policy, but I didn't.
Yeah, you got Blunder Policy just in case. Just in case things don't work out with this, you have a backup plan.
Yeah, okay. I
like
that
last one. You're not going to like, but it's because I value so much. You get a Goldango.
I get a Goldango.
You get a Goldango because you're good as gold to me.
Oh. Because we have similar haircuts.
You got the dreadlocks. Exactly. Yeah. His item is King's Rock, because I consider you to be a king among men.
I'll have you this. You know what Ryan means? Like name origin?
Oh, what is
it? Means little king.
Little king.
I'll have you know. It means little king Ryan.
Little king, little penis.
Little king, tall dick. Yeah.
You got King's Rock because you're a little king. And then your moves are Nasty Plot, because you're always up to something. Just like me. Astonish, because I'm astonished by how you're always up to something.
Okay, good.
Make It Rain, because I think you're financially stable. And Dazzling Gleam, because you dazzle me with that new smile you got from Invisalign.
There you go. Thanks to our friends who are over at Invisalign. I already think something's broken in my permanent retainer. There's something wrong with in the back of my tooth. Yeah, I think so. I gotta go back for a checkup in a week. No, that's very good. I like that one. Let me see. Let me have a look-see.
You're taking a look at your team.
Let's have a look-see.
You got pretty good coverage. You are incredibly weak to ground.
I was gonna say, oh my god. I go down to a mud slap, but that's okay. Fighting type will get me.
That is true. That is true.
I have no answer to electric types. I don't have a ground move. God forbid a rock or an ice type faces me. You know.
But I bet you're pretty good against water. Maybe not.
Am I +2? Okay. +2. I only have discharge. That's it.
Well, what else do you need? I'd say
it's true. Yeah. If you go to the team checklist, it says I'm not very competitively viable. But that's good. I'm pleased with this. This is fun. You gave me Magnezone. That's very nice. I like it.
Okay.
My favorite is Utility Umbrella.
I loved when I found that. I really did enjoy that.
Yeah, that is good.
Yeah.
All right, so your turn, eh?
I'm ready. I'm a little scared.
Are you nervous?
Yeah.
You should be. Because I'll tell you.
How many of those are things I'm allergic to?
None of them. I went.
Yeah, what did you think?
I erred closer on the competitive side.
Okay.
I erred closer
then it's
on
not
that.
really fair what I did.
No. I think what you did was fine. It was a different. We weren't 100% clear with the prompt. I think we're still going to be able to have fun with this.
Okay, great.
Because if there's one thing I know about you, you like a story, and in the story, you can do anything. You like versatility in the story. You want to know that anything can happen.
I love this.
And you like a couple jokes when appropriate.
Sensible. a reasonable claim.
Okay.
Once
So
upon a time.
So here's the thing. You have 2 setup Pokemon.
Okay.
Where you could set up just about anything.
Okay.
I'll give you the worst one. The one that you're not going to enjoy first.
Okay, cool.
I give you a Farigiraf.
Well, I actually don't mind Farigiraf.
I know you like Farigiraf.
Yeah,
I know you like Farigiraf.
Yeah.
But I'm saying it's the lesser of the two.
It's the lesser of
this
the
was
two.
the last
of the
Pokemon.
two evils.
Yes, exactly. Farigiraf.
Okay.
No attacking moves.
Wait, what?
not one single attacking move.
Okay.
It has a citrus berry to go with its Kudzu.
Okay, very cool.
But a trick room.
Oh, I love a trick room.
It's a trick room. It has utility with the team, and also you're always up to tricks. you're always doing some tricks, aren't you?
A nasty plot, if you will.
Exactly. You have substitute because you're a substitute chess teacher. You have nasty plot because you're always up to something just like this. You're always up. Yeah, no, exactly. Mm-hmm. Baton pass because that's what you need to pass this stuff. Baton pass. I feel like you must have done some musical where you had a baton.
I was Harold Hill. In
I don't know who that is.
Music Man.
There you go. So that you have your
6 trombones.
Yeah, sure. There you go. But you have your Farigiraf.
Okay.
That's one of your setups.
I like this.
Exactly. Now,
Oh.
if you don't want to set up with that, or even you might even set up with Farigiraf, or you know what? Actually, this is what your leadoff Pokemon is going to be. This one.
Okay.
You might say, "Oh, he definitely gave me Dunsparce."
Did you?
I gave you Dunsparce. I gave you the OG because that's your favorite Pokemon ever.
It's only fair.
An Eviolite.
Okay, very cool. Very good.
Dunsparce, of course. Coil.
Oh.
Because you're always coiling up somewhere. I know. You always, yeah, I know, exactly.
You're always coiling up.
Yeah, no. This is just for the competition. It's Dunsparce. That's the thing. It's Rattled Dunsparce.
Okay, great.
Rattled Dunsparce. Yeah, Baton Pass, Sunny Day, and Rain Dance.
Okay.
Those will make more sense as the game goes on. All right, so I gave you a couple of your favorite
So
Pokemon.
wait, is Baton Pass, Sunny Day, Rain Dance, what's my 4th move?
Coil.
Okay, great.
Yes,
okay.
Exactly. So you have those 2 to set up.
Okay, great.
Some might even say you set up with Dunsparce, you Baton Pass into Farigiraf.
Oh, very good.
Set up the Trick Room.
Baton Pass back.
Baton Pass back. 3 or 4 Baton Passes. Depending on who you want to sweep with, I gave you 4 viable sweeps.
Oh, I'd love to hear it.
Okay. I gave you Scoville.
Oh, okay, fantastic.
I gave you Scoville and
Yes.
black glasses because I think you'd think that looked cool.
You're absolutely right. Which head wears the glasses? Or do
Whoever's
both of them?
attacking, they fight over it.
He's pass it back.
Exactly.
And forth.
I made it a real powerhouse.
Okay, great.
Moody,
very good.
Moody, solar beam overheat,
Okay.
kamikaze set.
Yeah, no.
Exactly.
Get
You
me out
have,
of
you
it.
have that sun up.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
can take anyone down.
And
I
Moody
also,
can sometimes get rid of those stat drops too.
It's true.
Uh-huh.
And also, if you wanted, if you wanted to go with the physical from Dunsparce, I gave you Crunch.
Okay.
I gave you Crunch, and I also gave you Will-O-Wisp. Because I think that's a really funny named move, and I always think of you when it comes up. Because why the fuck did they name it Will-O-Wisp?
Wilbert Wisp.
Will-O-Wisp, the Clan O'Reilly.
Will I
And I'm trying to think of creative reasons for these
I like
moves.
that.
and I
like
have
that.
any.
I like all this. It's
Solar
very good.
beam overheat because you always overheat, don't you? It's always you always.
I'm
enter a
always
room-
like, wow, it's hot.
You're always
in
like,
here.
oh, it's a little warm in
It's
here.
a little hot, warm in here. No, I think that this
And
is.
I like Scoville. I know you like.
I love
Scoville.
Scoville, and it's my favorite of this new generation.
Okay, I gave you Tinkaton.
Oh,
I gave you
another great
Tinkaton.
one.
I gave you an air balloon Tinkaton.
Okay.
One, because that's competitively viable.
Yes.
To ward off ground moves, and also I think Tinkaton. You'd laugh if you saw a Tinkaton with a balloon floating.
I think
in the air.
I would. I think I would.
There you go. I also
Hammer's
gave.
weighing it down.
So and then I also made it powerhouse. I gave you a Gigatong Hammer. Play rough.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're always playing rough.
People are always saying, "Calm down a little bit." Yeah.
You always take it too far. I gave it Stealth Rock because that was just a competitive thing.
Yeah,
I thought
no,
it'd be
put
nice-
it in there.
It'd be nice to have
I'm
Stealth
always
Rock.
because I'm always walking in the rooms and throwing rocks everywhere.
It's an own tempo Tinkaton.
Okay.
'Cause
Okay.
You're always
I'm on my own tempo.
You march to the beat of your own drum. Really. And I gave you fake tears because I don't. It's not useful here, but you're always faking shit. You'll ham it up just to get out of a situation. Fake tears.
It's true. It's absolutely true.
I burned a move on there. I almost gave you Ice Hammer, but I said no. That's funnier.
No, give me fake tears. I like that.
Okay. I gave you Gumshoes. I gave you Gumshoes.
My favorite guy. I love a little detective.
I gave you a leftover Gumshoes.
Okay.
Because you're always eating something. you're always chomping away.
I'm always chomping away at some leftover.
I know. I gave you Strong Jaw too.
Oh, very
Go along
good.
with it. I gave you Thunder Fang and Psychic Fangs.
Okay.
Now,
Now,
I gave you Frustration because you're very frustrated in life.
you know what? You're absolutely right.
I gave you Frustration because you're very.
I had half a mind to give you frustration too.
I also gave you Stomping Tantrum because I think you do I think you have a couple of those every now and again.
When I get too frustrated.
When you get too frustrated.
Yeah.
Exactly. And again, you could pass all your physical if you want to go up to Gumshoes.
Send that all to me. Okay, great.
Now, this is my most proudest accomplishment.
Mm-hmm.
I gave you a Toxicroak.
Oh.
A Life Orb Toxicroak.
Oh, okay.
Okay? Because you need a Life Orb.
Get a life orb.
I gave you Dry Skin. Because you have dry skin.
It's true. It's true.
But. So all right, we'll go back to the dry skin. But I gave you
I don't know if we need to.
But wait, it's interesting.
Okay.
I gave you Drain Punch
Okay.
because you drain me sometimes. I gave you Poison Jab because you like taking jabs at people. I gave you Toxic because you're toxic.
Oh, okay, good.
And I gave you Terra Blast Water.
Oh.
I made it Terra Blast Water because you didn't have a water type. Dry skin, you could pass the rain
Boom.
into Toxic
That's
Croak.
good and get some HP back. That's very good. That's very good.
I know. I gave you. I. It's a little too competitive. I wish I did more whimsical stuff like you did.
No, I think this is a good. I think this is a good balance of the two. Let me take a little look.
You could win a. You could.
I could win a tournament with this.
Wolfie would eat his heart out. I know.
I think he'd be good.
Wolfie would.
No,
lose
I don't
to that
have.
team.
I don't really have too many people to send the nasty plot, dude. Do I? I can just send it to the Scovillain.
Yeah, his Scovillain's really it.
Okay. Well, I'll take that.
That's what I was saying. Yeah, I put it up there just in case you wanted to boost him up.
I mean, well, I appreciate that. And now let's see. Team defense. I'm bad against fire. That's true.
Yeah.
And fighting and ground and flying, but everything else looks all right.
It's true. It's a balanced team.
And then my type coverage is fantastic.
I tried my best.
Very well done.
I tried my best.
Now let's see. Am I competitively viable? How can I tell?
You can. Well, I mean, you just go to the checklist.
Team checklist.
You see how?
Oh, so okay. So it says I have some things, but
I don't
not
know
other
what cleric means for. What are they talking about?
They want somebody who's going to heal and pass.
Oh, I see what they're saying. An Arboleva.
And our little Arboleva, perhaps. No, I think this is quite good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
what changes would you make? What would you do?
Let me think. I think I'd want to give the Farigarath one attacking move.
Yeah. I almost gave you a twin beam.
A twin beam would have been fun.
I almost gave you a twin beam. What move who are you taking out though?
Who would I take? Oh, who would I replace?
No, what move are you getting rid of?
What move would I take out?
The twin beam, yeah.
Let me think. I think I'd probably take out the trick room. No, I think I'd take out the trick room.
You're not outspeeding a damn thing with this team though.
Oh, I think I could outspeed with Tinkaton and Toxicroak and maybe Scovillain.
Oh, I don't know.
What do you think? Oh, you don't know about that?
I don't know about that, Chief.
All right. I'll do the trick room. I'll keep the trick room. Well, in that case, I don't know if I would change anything. I don't know if I could. Maybe I would change it. I don't know. Maybe I would do. I don't know. You're pretty right. You're pretty right in the money here. I don't think I need to change much with that.
Yeah.
Maybe I'd give my gumshoes a little pair of shoes. What about that?
Old gumshoes.
Old gumshoes.
Yeah.
Why'd you give me gumshoes? Just because?
Because we were talking about
because
you were defending that garbage Pokemon, and I was looking into him, and I was like, I think that's funny. I think he kind of looks. I think you have similar postures.
I think that's how I look when I'm thinking of an idea.
And also, I forget what I was looking. I don't know if I was looking for someone who could learn frustration or fangs, or I don't know. I don't know how I stumbled upon him.
Yeah, no, I think this is really good.
Yeah, there you go.
So what do you want to do? You want to battle with them, or do we save that for when people subscribe here?
Yeah,
stop.
We'll do. There's a sweepstakes coming in. If you want to see us battle, maybe. How about that? These are our official teams.
Mm-hmm.
If you battle with them, we'll retweet you. We'll retweet you. How about that?
I think that's a really good idea.
Yeah.
I like that.
What else? How long have we been recording?
This is like we're at 32 minutes.
You want to do a baby one? Do we have anything else to talk about?
I don't know. You know what I was looking back and
What's this?
Feeling reminiscent of, and maybe we can pull this up. It's one because I went back and I looked at our very first podcast, right?
Back in Butter Than Ever?
Yeah, Back in Butter Than Ever.
Yeah.
And that one's only about, I think, 28 minutes because it got cut off, right?
Yeah.
But it was fun because we were talking about ideas and things like that. It wasn't so much about making people laugh as much as we'd love to make you guys laugh.
Right.
We were just talking about we were talking about putting ourselves out there.
Yeah,
all those sorts of things.
And haven't we done that?
Haven't we done that? Yeah.
No, I mean,
do you feel like we owe it to ourselves to have a little reflection now that we've celebrated a year anniversary?
Has anyone actually confirmed that it's been a year though? Have we?
No, I don't think it has.
Nobody verified that information.
I know that Shining Veil came out like February,
right?
Something or other,
right?
And we were trying to get Gus's interview.
We were trying to
time it so that it came out the same time as that.
Right, but
we had 2 or 3 episodes before Gus's interview.
Right, but what were those? So we did the Butter Than Ever.
Back in Butter Than Ever.
It doesn't matter.
No.
No, I remember the thing that I kept saying is like my goal was to like make Bellhop into like a self-contained sort of machine.
Yeah.
And I don't know if we've done that.
I think that might be a bit harder than we think it is.
Yeah, yes. It is and it isn't. We don't have the resources just yet.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like Neil's been amazing. Neil's been a godsend. But no, my dream is literally for us to sit down here, record the podcast.
I know, and just have it out of our hands.
Shut the cameras out, clean up, upload the footage somewhere.
Yeah.
And people are cutting clips. People are uploading the thing.
Yeah.
That's my dream.
Yeah.
So that didn't happen in a year, but the fact that we have over 900 subscribers, that's kind of crazy.
That's cool. And we got Neil.
We got
know,
Neil's amazing. Neil's great. I just don't, I wonder. I'm like, okay, we found Neil now, and it makes me nervous. Like, oh my God, we might need a team of 7 people.
Yeah,
that we have to like pay, and I'm just like, the money's the money. I don't even really care too much about it.
Neil team.
Yeah, no, but Neil team 6. Neil use that
0 dark 30.
And it's like, my God, I wonder. Like how large a team do people use? And it's like, like editors for hire, like freelance editors.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, how do you even trust people? Like, I've made it a point to like look into that more.
Yeah,
and I haven't gotten to it on my list.
Yeah.
But it's been like a crazy. We've accomplished a damn big chunk.
We've done a good chunk.
We've done a big chunk.
I wonder how. The thing that I keep wondering about. Is because so much of what we did this last year was kind of the the routine, not really the routine, but the established kind of format that we had of interviewing a guest.
Yeah.
And we haven't had a guest since Taylor, and even Taylor had a couple of weeks of not having guests before her.
Right.
And Taylor's video didn't do as well as the other Pokemon ones. But I wonder if there's a world out there, just for you guys out there listening,
kids,
how we would be able to kind of break out into other things like we had before. Just because I worry about us getting cornered with the Pokemon stuff.
No, I hear you, and that's a valid thing. Like the pushback is, like, we can do whatever we want. It just might not do as well.
Yeah.
As Pokemon stuff, and there might come a time where we do something Pokemon that doesn't do well because something else is popular.
Yeah,
I mean, like, there are like, I go back and forth with which is the strongest. I have like indigestion. It's like is like interviewing Pokemon people or doing other video game stuff.
Yeah,
because I think those are the. I think it's just taking the next step. And then from there, you can take your extra step.
Yeah.
But, everybody has to kind of like start somewhere.
Yeah, no, and I think we've actually done a pretty good job. I said this last time. As a kid, I never once believed that I'd ever be on a YouTube channel that was even close to 1,000 subscribers. It seemed insurmountable to me.
Yeah, I mean, yes.
Yeah.
It is cool. It's just like, it really sucks being us. Because I was grateful for like maybe a week. And then I was like, man, all right, come on. Let's do the next thing. Let's get to the next step.
Yeah.
And that's what I want to do. But you just got to keep moving. You can't sit around and fucking be sad about anything.
Well, and we're trying to innovate too. We've talked about, I mentioned earlier, there's a D&D thing that we're planning.
Yeah, should we talk about that now?
We can talk about that.
We can introduce it.
Next week, because it'll probably be next week.
I don't think it's coming out next week.
It's not, but we'll be talking about maybe kind of doing our characters and talking about making the characters.
We got to call him. Maybe we call Amelia after this.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do that. At some point, in maybe the next month and a half or so, we're going to be doing a campaign that's just going to be a one-off, but we'll probably split it over the course of maybe 3 or 4 episodes of just kind of its own series. It won't be replacing anything that we have here. It'll be additional content for all you little
at home
rats out there.
Yeah, you watching this on the toilet, playing with your balls. Disgusting. Come
on. For all you guys that like that kind of thing, we're gonna be playing around with that.
An RPG,
if it were.
TTRPG.
TTFN. Ta-ta for now.
Look down your shirt and spell attic. You ever do that one on anybody?
ATTIC. There you go. Yeah, no,
use
I
that
never
one
pulled
on.
that one off.
Hey, all the kids in school, all the little fellas. Try using that on the ladies. Works every single time.
Works every single time.
Works like a charm.
No, the thing that we were kind of hoping that would interest you all in that is that it's I think it's like the newest version of Pathfinder is what we're playing.
Forgery.
Yes,
Right?
exactly.
Isn't that what it's called?
No, I think that's like the program
Oh,
that we're
sorry.
using. I'm not sure.
I don't know.
Ryan has never played anything like that before. He's going to be a newbie, and he'll be very fun like he always is, and it'll be the kind of thing.
Bundle of joy.
Yeah, bundle of joy. I have not I'm talking like I'm an expert. I haven't really played a lot of RPGs like this, and I'm usually not a very big fan. Everybody knows I'm a big. I've been burned once. Burned a couple times.
And then if that's not enough for you, we're working. We're in negotiations with your old friend Amelia Dahmer.
Oh, sure.
Of Michigan.
Of Michigan.
And we're trying to
poor health.
Of poor health.
Yeah.
From the slums of Brooklyn. We're trying to convince her if she can ever get her apartment's rat population under control to do
she
this
would
with
come
us.
on with us. Yeah.
Yeah. And I go back and forth on whether I think she's going to be a good sport on it or not.
There's a world that I think if she if she was really just willing to throw herself in there, she'd be an invaluable guest. Because I think she's the kind of person that would be like, say Quentin, who is our GM,
Yes.
is like you're faced with a couple of creepy little goblins that come out of your way and come to attack you. And I can imagine Amelia being like, okay, I grab it by the cock and I just swing it around. Throw it against the wall.
That was my hope too.
Yeah, so I can imagine her doing something funny like that. But she'd have to be willing to do it, you know?
Yeah. How long? We're gonna be recording. What are we recording Saturday?
That's up for. We got to decide that.
We don't know what we're
We
recording
don't know yet.
Saturday.
We didn't tell them a day.
I see.
That's for us.
Well, no,
that's
but we
for
have
us
a
to know.
record.
and
We
you
have a
didn't.
record day Saturday. This is not for on camera. I guess.
Yeah.
But the more I think about it, the more I'm like, oh my god, we're gonna be sitting down and recording for 6 hours.
It doesn't have to be like that. It'll probably be about 4 hours.
Yeah, that doesn't make me. Imagine I was like, oh, thank God. Still,
No, it'll
still
be
terrifying.
Tough. It'll be tough, but it'll be something.
But it could be fun. We should drink while we do it.
Yeah, no, we'll definitely need to have a couple of drinks.
Yeah. I thought the other theoretical thing. I said, what if Amelia comes over here, and she's in the other room? On a little laptop. That's what I was wondering.
I hope she turns on her camera and a rat scuttles across the keyboard.
Really? So yeah, we have doing that. We have that. Again,
We're also hoping to do a couple of shorts. We say this all the time, but we actually are now putting in the effort to.
We're trying to do again because when we really first sat down and started doing this, I had just moved in here.
Yeah,
and this is Bellhop HQ.
It's Bellhop HQ.
This has become the factory.
You ever think? I think people might want to see this. Maybe we do a tour.
A tour?
Hey,
1,000 subscribers, I'll do fucking anything. If you guys want to see a tour, I'll give you a tour of my apartment. They're going to see it if we do that short. They'll see it.
We'll turn those cammers around.
I know.
And finally see what's on the other side.
You can see
a lot of sex toys.
It's a lot of sex swings. I wonder if someone, because I wonder, some weenie, right?
Yeah, is watching this on a sex swing.
They've seen a good portion of my apartment from the Zoom podcasts.
Oh, sure,
I wonder if someone could make a diagram if they wanted
to. Could piece it out, maybe.
Yeah, there you go. That's some homework.
That's your homework right there.
But yeah, no, again, and I go back and forth. I'm like, I wonder if it's worth it to drop $100 a month to cut a Ranky Panky, to cut a 3 Ways to Survive, to cut if we do a playthrough.
Yeah.
Would that be a worthwhile investment? I don't know. That's what I'm saying is okay, imagine we get 4 extra videos a week. They help us get monetized. And they pay for themselves eventually. I don't know.
It could be.
There are things in my head, folks.
Do you have? So let's say it right here and now. Let's make our goals for this next year.
Oh, sure.
What we'd like to.
Well, how about you go first?
Okay.
And I go based off.
I'd like to see you drop $1,500 a month. No, for next year, obviously we want to be monetized. And
We're
doing all
averaging
that.
2 subscribers a week.
Yeah. I'd love that. I'd love for there to be 3 different shows going on this channel. It could be, obviously we'd have the podcast,
that RPG thing.
and it would be great to have the RPG thing. If you guys like that, we'll put that up there and we'll try and make it consistent.
Yeah.
I think it would be really fun. I don't know what it would be. I've had this dream for a while of, for one, we could do 3 Ways to Survive. That's its own beast that I need to figure out. I've had this thing that's been in my head for a bit, and I've talked about it on the podcast. I think I talked about it last week with you, where it could be kind of like a fun little, maybe 12-minute episode sort of game show type thing, where it would be...
talked about this last week.
Yeah, but I didn't say it was a game show. But it would be a little thing where we'd get a popular song.
Oh.
And we would listen to it and try and guess what the lyrics were, and then look at the actual lyrics, try and figure out what the song's about, and then go on Genius and see what it's actually about. I think that could be a fun little thing for us to do.
Again,
but it's if I can get my ass together to do it.
Right. I mean, it's just like, I don't like, I wonder if it's just smarter
to pay somebody to do that.
It's $25 between the two of us. Cut this 15-minute video.
Yeah.
I wonder. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe it's worth trying.
We'll talk about it. I don't know. This all spawned from, that song, Unholy, the Sam Smith one? So I was talking about this with Rebecca, and she was laughing really hard because I thought the lyrics were Bobby doesn't know that she's in the shop doing body shots, doing something unholy.
And what's it?
The actual lyrics are Mommy doesn't know Daddy's in the Mommy doesn't know that Daddy's in the club.
I just know she be dropping it.
Yeah. Something unholy. I can't even remember. All I can think is body shots. I think that it's
body shots.
I think that somebody's doing something unholy and doing body shots in the thing.
And she didn't correct. So she just laughed at you.
She thought that was very funny because she knew the lyrics already.
Oh, I see.
I
see.
Well, let me look it up.
Look up. No. I don't know. That could be something because Lord knows that I don't listen to a single lyric of any fucking song.
I only listen to Lord.
I just got. I tell you, I just got into some Belgian music of late. Strome. Been listening to a lot of.
Go ahead.
I've been listening to a lot of Belgian music of late.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. Santé.
Oh, here it is. Mommy don't know Daddy's getting hot at the body shop.
What's he doing
something unholy.
Okay, but why is he at the body shop?
I said, this is what I said too. I'm like, what is a body shop? He's getting his car fixed up?
Yeah.
No, apparently
he was just in an accident.
Apparently body shop is slang term for you going to the club and you're getting your dick sucked. You're going over there and you're doing something unholy at the body shop. Or something like that.
No, what you just said doesn't make sense.
I know it doesn't make any sense.
So you're saying, it's
like a place that you go to where there's loud music and people are dancing and you're having sex.
I'm at the body shop.
You're at the body shop,
and it's just blowjobs.
I'm sure they do other things too, but I'm sure like their signature thing. the special.
Give me the special with all the works.
Yeah.
Something I always thought about is
going to the body shop.
Well, yeah, now. I think it's time for you to go. What's that song? Tiny Dancer?
Yeah.
Elton John?
Hold me close, tiny
dancer. It says Blue Jean Baby.
Yeah.
L.A. Lady.
Yeah.
Seamstress for the band.
Okay.
Pretty Eyes.
Yo.
Pirate Smile.
No way.
Pirate smile.
Pirate smile.
Pirate smile. Anybody have it?
We're looking it
I
up.
always thought, because for years I just thought, pirate smile. I just thought he was just saying shit. But then you look it up, pirate smile.
Dancer lyrics.
Which apparently means like something of like an
Pirate smile. You're right.
Something of like an adventurous sort of like, it means like, like she's down for an
Looks
adventure.
like I'm out here.
Pirate. What the fuck is that?
He's talking about the seamstress for his band.
Well, I mean, maybe he's a writer. Fuck me. Maybe he's just a writer. Just like us.
Just like us.
Straight white guilt 2020. No, what I was saying was pirate smile, which apparently if you look up a pirate smile, it says like it's an adventurous something like
okay, sure.
Up to have some
yeah,
fun.
Let's have a little fun.
But pirates, you got to figure that their smiles weren't too good looking. You got to figure that they were all, a
couple
scurvy.
of teeth missing. They didn't have Invisalign. I'll say that.
I'll tell you.
Yeah, no. If there was anything that I wouldn't associate with a pirate, it would be a nice little smile.
And I'm sure that they were on those boats for months at a time.
Yeah,
they couldn't have been smiling. They couldn't have been too happy.
Maybe it means she's got a peg leg. What do you think of that?
God willing. Walk the plank, eh?
Walk the plank. Pirate's
what
booty.
do you do with That's an inside joke, folks. It's an inside joke.
All right.
So if you want to see that show, you let us know. Huh?
Let us know, and one day I'd like to find a way to do it.
It's also like,
what do you do with a drunken sailor?
It's all SEO and stuff. It's all what's hot.
That's what I was saying. Like you get a popular song, and you figure that out. That's why I thought the show would be okay.
Right,
everybody's looking up their favorite songs. On the bells and whistles.
On the bells and whistles. Isn't there, whenever you write in like a description for a clip or something?
Yeah.
There isn't a goddamn day where I do that. I don't regret naming this podcast what it is.
Really?
Bells apostrophe capital N
in whistles.
Space whistles. My God.
Yeah. Wish we could just type it out.
I wish I could say it. Bells and whistles.
Just copy paste. Copy pasta. Copy. Thanks for so much for watching.
Hey, if you made it this far in a video, please leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Please get us to 1,000 subscribers. Just like, what you could do is you could hop in.
Make a couple new accounts.
Or just hack into like a parent's YouTube account.
Yeah, that's good.
And just subscribe.
Yeah.
And don't tell them.
Yeah,
they won't. They'll
be upset.
Old people don't know what's going on.
You have to understand our viewers' parents are our age. A couple of teen moms out there.
Leave a comment. Maybe we need to start doing prompt comments.
Oh yeah.
What's the prompt?
Let's do comment of the day, huh? Comment of the day. In the comment section, leave your social security number. What's your favorite social security number? No, comment of the day. Who's your favorite member of the Bells and Whistles podcast? And why is it Ryan?
Oh,
there you go.
Yeah. You could leave a comment, or if you want to support us materially. Actually, I saved that to the end.
Yeah.
I got to start. If you've been listening on Spotify, on Apple, on there's a website, Periscope. You ever heard of Periscope?
No, I haven't heard of Periscope.
We're streaming on Periscope.
Are we really?
Yeah.
Huh.
There's nothing else. It's a Periscope. It was like the old way for people to go live. It was sort of the original streaming platform. And it's been defunct for I think 7 years.
Oh,
but they brought it back just for our podcast.
Oh, joy.
And if you wanted to leave 5 stars, give a little rate, a little 5 stars, or 4 stars if we just did okay.
Yeah.
If you want to leave 3 stars, I'd rather you did.
I'd really,
if it's 0 stars, just comment on YouTube and just say, "Hey guys,
man,
I have this
I
have this constructive
not
criticism."
for me. Yeah.
And we'll take it on the chin and it'll be okay. If you don't want to do any of that, but you have some money, you can buy a T-shirt on our Teespring. It's in the description down below.
It's great. Valentine's Day is coming up,
and there's nothing that gets a woman going like a mug that says the Bells and Whistles
philanthropist.
I know. So you could do that. It helps us pay Neil And Neil, he honestly, I don't know if you believe in a God, but if you do, and you pray
for Neil.
Just skip us. Just throw Neil in there. Throw Neil in there. It's the definition of a Hail Mary. Guy needs all the help you can get. Again, we're help Neil buy groceries. That's the next T-shirt.
Yeah, help Neil buy groceries.
That's
there
the rating.
Go.
That's what you comment for the audio thing. And if you don't want to do any of that, we have other channels.
We have other channels. We certainly have other channels. I see a lot of you are subscribing, and that appreciates it. It means something to me that I'm getting this message into your thick skull. No, it's great. We have other channels. We have 3 Ways to Survive, which is a fun little channel that will be renewed. Come higher, hell or high water.
It really is.
Yeah.
It's like, remember how people on Twitter used to campaign to get Vine back?
Yeah. It's gonna happen as soon as Vine comes back. We'll do that. So there's 3 Ways to Survive, which is a spooky little show that has me, my sister Gus, and Ryan.
What's her last name?
Gus Burney, baby. Oh, I've heard of her. She's over on that show.
She's in a Clickbait the Show, wasn't she?
She was in a play called Connected once upon a time. Thoroughly Modern Millie. So she's over there. So check it out. It's kind of what I was talking about with the songs, except we do it with creepypasta. We read through it and we try and figure out how to survive it. And if you like that, or if you don't like that, head on over to another fucking Let's Play where we have a couple of Let's Play videos over there.
That's true.
Where it's a taste of what we would be like doing a stream or anything like that. If you'd like to see that kind of thing, let us know. Subscribe.
Yeah,
tell us over here. Maybe we'll do that.
I know. Maybe they're thinking. Maybe these guys. They say they want to do a playthrough. They want to do a stream. But I don't know if I believe them. I wish I had a way to research.
I don't know if I believe me either.
But there's a way to research it. And it's going to these channels.
It's going to one of these channels and see. Yeah,
that's how you do it.
Exactly. What do you think?
I think we should stop.
Let's go. Let's stop.
I think we should become comedy writers.
I kept thinking I'll end it on this because you were like, oh, we should go on a little trip.
Oh,
and
yeah?
I was on I don't know, I guess my phone heard that because now it's sending me all these travel Instagram reels and stuff like that. I'm like, oh, maybe we'll go on a little let's see what's going on. Oh, they had Pokemon. Let's go to Japan. Let's see. We'll make a big trip to Japan. And it says things to do in Japan. And it's like, go to the Maid Cafe. And if there was a place
Is that the Body Shop? I'm not saying I'm not in.
If you can, viewers, if you know what a maid cafe is, can you imagine how 2 worse people at one of those things?
Is it a brothel?
No, it's like a little cafe. It's a little cafe, but all the waitresses come over and serve you. They wear like poofy 18th century little maid outfits.
And you're scrolling throughout it.
And I'm like, all right, I'm done.
I should have done this at the beginning of the podcast, but it just popped in my head.
Yeah.
I had a text. So I don't know if you've paid attention on Instagram, but Amelia Dahmer posted something to her story where she's in a full boot. She's in a boot. She's in a cast.
Oh, what happened?
She's in a, so I texted her.
Oh.
Very lovingly. I said,
what the hell happened to your leg?
No, just today, 4/17, 2 words, broken leg, ? And she said, just a little sprained ankle, tried to go bootless, but was convinced if I truly plan on going on this ski trip in 2 weeks, I got to stay booted up.
Good Lord.
I said, you and all the fucking trips. I said, how'd you sprain it? She said, I fell down the stairs.
What?
She said, fully sober, I'm just dumb. And again, I'm such a loving friend. I said, like how many stairs? And she said, it was a little typo. She said, I don't wang to answer that. And I said, no, you have to tell me. And she said 4. I said, ugh, that's actually
4 stairs or 4 flights?
4 stairs. I said, ugh, that's such a letdown. I was hoping you tumbled down like a whole flight. And she said, nah, I haven't done that since 2019. But then
her staircase in her building is perfect for that kind of thing. because it's sloped.
Oh, yeah.
It's steep and then slopes right down. And you just fall.
Tumbles.
Whoa!
No. The reason to pop in my head because then she was like, oh yeah, so I don't have a trip planned for April, and I was just randomly was like, do you want to go to Spain? She was like, I'm in. I'll plan it. Let's go. And she was like, are you serious? I said, I'm like 51% serious. And she said, fabulous.
All right.
So you want to come to Spain with me and Amelia?
Well, depends.
How many stairs there are.
Depends on how many stairs there are, exactly. No, count me in.
Yeah. Do you want to come to Spain with us?
If you'd like to see us do a travel blog of Spain, let us know and we'll do it. With that, like I say, let's close this bad boy out.
You got anything else to say?
I don't got nothing else to say.
All right, guys. We'll see you next week. Bye.
See ya.
Piss myself when you start wearing a diaper for these podcasts.
Yeah, that's what the viewers want.